Today we are going to talk about the big boogeyman that's often on everybody's mind, especially when they're starting out, zeroing at a comp. And while we're doing that, we're ironing these shirts that we're making. So this is something we hear a lot from people. They get really worried about getting a zero on an event. All we mean by that is you weren't able to pick it up, you weren't able to do a single rep with it, and so you'll get 0 points for the event. People think they're going to be so embarrassed. Everybody's going to look at them. Everybody's going to judge them. Their family's going to change the locks on the doors and throw all their stuff out on the front yard. It's really not that dramatic. I want to go over just maybe 3 basic things about it, and I honestly think the third one is the most important. This is also important. Pay attention to this. You are stronger than you think you are. I know that you're saying to yourself, Robin, you don't know me. I might actually be less strong than I think I am. I may be less strong than anyone you have ever seen attempt strongman. Well, I bet that you're not. If you're here and we're talking about this, it just means that you've been working really hard and you're just feeling nervous about competition, which is completely normal. Probably won't ever go away, but don't let that nervousness keep you from doing things. You are much stronger than what you think, and you're also going to have adrenaline on your side when you're out there competing. The odds are you're going to do even better than what you think you're going to do. Now, if you do zero, second point I want to hit, we're just here having fun. Even if you're somebody who's really seriously getting into this, hoping to get into international competitions, getting into the bigger levels, you can still just have fun with it. We're doing kind of a crazy sport here. We've got Atlas stones, we're pulling trucks. Have fun with it, enjoy it. Set the goals that you want to reach so that no matter what your competition is doing, you can be happy because you're knowing that you're PRing, you're doing the things that you want to be doing. Also, along with that, you know that old phrase, you wouldn't worry about what people think about you if you knew how seldom they did? It's true. Everybody is really focused on what they're doing. And everybody has the same worries that you have. Nobody's really paying attention to you. You are going to meet the best people doing these local shows. People are cheering you on. People want the best for you. They don't want to make you feel bad. They don't want to make fun of you. If you happen upon anybody who's really being nasty and they are talking bad about people or whatever, just pick up your stuff and move somewhere else because everybody else is going to be cool. You found the one person. So the third thing, and probably what I think is the most important thing that I want to say about this, even if you do zero, stay in the game because you can still win. And that's a big one. You know, I'm guilty of this myself. I did a comp. I have zeroed at every comp that I've ever done, by the way. I zeroed at least one event at each comp that I've done, and I have lived to tell the tale. One comp I had in particular, I went into it and I was against one other girl in my weight class. I was already intimidated at the beginning. She was super athletic, she was cool, she was just gonna I was afraid she was gonna just dominate. And we came out, the first event was a log press. I am not super great at overhead events. She came out and just repped this thing out. I got up there, I'd never done the weight before. I was just hoping I'm really gonna get a push from the adrenaline, I'm gonna get in there, I'm gonna get it. I did not. It was not my day. I did not get it. I just sort of accepted it like, okay, well, she's way better than me, she's gonna beat me at everything, I'm gonna get second out of 2. If I had hung in there, one of the events was a truck pull, I beat all the other girls at the truck pull. I was hanging in there with her on these other events, and if I had actually been really in there, I was going after her, I could have seen how many reps she did. If I had really pushed it, I might have been able to beat her. But I had just resigned myself to the idea that, okay, she's way stronger than me, I'm not gonna win, and so I just wasn't putting everything into it. So I always want to tell everybody, no matter how you're doing, especially at the first event, hang in there, keep yourself mentally in there. We have so many more events coming up, and you may come in and you may just beat them in all the other ones. You may really surprise yourself, especially when people are coming into their first comp, they're saying, oh, well, you know, I'm not gonna win, I'm just starting. You don't know that. Don't let this fear of zeroing something hold you back from what you want to do. If you're here and you're watching this, you're already looking into it, you already want to do competitions, you know you're interested in doing it. My advice for this and everything else that you're looking at doing, you cannot get better until you start. I'll even say it again. You cannot get better until you start. Your competitions aren't going to get better until you start doing them. Your log presses aren't going to get better, your Atlas stones aren't going to get better unless you actually do them. Take the steps you need to do. Go out and find the strongman gym you want to go to, get working with somebody on it. Sign up for the comp that you want to do, because you're only going to get better once you start doing it. I know sometimes it's scary starting new stuff. I mean, we all had to get going in this at some point, and so it's just a weird new thing. So let us know what's on your mind. Plan to do some more stuff, details about sign-ups, weigh-ins, nationals, all of those kind of things. And we plan on doing some more event-specific, exercise-specific stuff. We'd love to hear what's on your mind. Until the next time, have a great day. Watch out for deer. Bye. We got Don't Die. What could you possibly be doing?